Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about subtracting negative numbers. So there is a really cool technique we can use, and it is called keep, change, change. So keep, change, change is an easier way to take a problem that looks a little intimidating and make it into something familiar and actually pretty easy to understand. So our first rule is we're going to keep the first sign the same, and then we're going to change the second sign to a positive and change the last to the opposite sign and add as normal. So that sounds a little abstract. So let's look at an example off here to the side. I'll use black for this. So I have, let's say, -3 minus 4. So let's look at this problem here. This is my first sign right there, that negative. My second sign here is that positive. And my third sign, that negative. And my third sign is going to be a positive, but you can't see it because we have this positive 4 here. So those are the three signs. So if I had a problem like this, let's say 5 minus -2, my first sign would be here, that positive that you can't see. My second sign would be this negative, and my third sign would be the second negative. So let's take a look at a couple examples and really see how this technique can help us. So let's skip around a little bit. Let's go right to number 2. So I have -12 minus 7. I'm going to rewrite this problem just so it's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to use keep, change, change here. I'll use a different color. You should use red. So I'm going to keep that first negative on the 12 the same. I'm going to change this first negative sign to a positive. And then the positive that's on the 7 that we can't see will become a negative now. So now the problem reads -12 plus -7. And that's a lot easier to figure out than -12 minus 7, at least for me. So I know my answer will be -12 plus 7 is just going to be 19. So the final answer is -19. Well, let's look back at number 1 now. I have 4 minus 9. So I'm going to rewrite the problem so it's a little bit bigger. I'll change back to that red. So I have the first 4. There's a positive on that 4 that you can't see, and I'm going to leave that alone. Change this negative to a positive, and then change the positive on the 9 you can't see to a negative. So now this problem reads 4 plus -9, and that's a little easier to understand. I'm going to get a -5 for my answer. If you're wondering how I got -5 so quickly, maybe go check out my video that I made on adding negative numbers. Let's keep right on moving. Let's go right to number 3. I have 12 minus a -3. Yes, you can see problems like this. Let's go back to red. The first sign that I have is that positive on the 12. I'm going to keep that there. Then I'm going to change the second sign to a positive and change the third sign, in this case, to a positive. So now the problem reads 12 plus 3, and 12 plus 3 is going to give us an answer of 15. So that problem, 12 minus -3, that looked really intimidating before, really turned out to be just fine. So let's look at number 4. It looks a lot similar, but now there are parentheses. Does anything change? Absolutely not. So I have 28 minus a -2. This is going to become 28, keep, change, change. So this is really saying 28 plus a +2, which is just +30. If writing the positive sign helps you, that is perfectly fine, but you normally do not need to. And we have one more problem down here of number 5. So let me change back to blue. -6 minus -8 is my last problem here. Let's go back to red. I'm going to keep the negative on that 6, and I'm going to change these two negative signs to positives. So now my problem reads -6 plus 8. So I can kind of think of that as 8 minus 6. So that gives me an answer of a +2. I hope that this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more, and leave a comment below if you have any questions for me. Make sure you share this video with a friend who would really benefit from this tutorial. Thanks for watching.